Welcome to our humble but dated library. Come on in. So here we are in the CMHS library, the William Ripley Jr. Library. And my name is Kathy Cerrutti. I'm the librarian media specialist, and I teach 8th grade research, and I teach mainly in this space. And I wanted to take you on a tour of some of the challenges and the hopes and visions for our humble little library here, in hopes that we transform it into a learning commons. So here we are in the main space of the library. This is the main area where classes meet if they use the library. And you'll notice right off our very heavy dated furniture that's extremely hard to reconfigure. So this space is pretty static at this point. If you want to reconfigure it, it requires a lot of effort. And if there's a class going on in here, that class pretty much takes up the whole library, and not many other people can use it. Very few people can use it if a class is in here. You'll also notice our very tall dated stacks here. These stacks on that side near the library lab, and over on the other side, the very tall stacks. These provide, well, they definitely close in the space, but there's also pretty much no sight lines at all in here. My desk is back there, and if I'm at my desk and trying to see what's going on in our library lab over there, or what's going on in our high school corner, as I call it, on the other side of the library, it's virtually impossible. I can't see past these tall stacks. So they definitely have a pretty ominous feel to them. So the idea with the Learning Commons would be to bring down these stacks, make them half stacks, so that we can configure the space differently. Configure the space so that it's more mobile and that we have more variety of seating. You'll notice in here there's very little variety of seating. It's pretty much group tables. There's no what they call private alone spaces. There's no spaces where you can just study on your own. There's what you see is what you get here. Very, very little options there. You'll also notice there's very little display area for books. We have the front of the library here, the big, huge, sort of medieval circulation desk that is taking up quite a bit of space here, and which, if it goes away, would be a wonderful thing, because we could gain a lot of space for book displays and comfy chairs and just like a more campfire type environment, as they call it. But there's very little room for book displays. There's some against the wall here, there's some on tables, but there's very little space overall for book displays. And over in our corner here, you'll see our vision of what this library could be, with the lower stacks and the more open area and the more configurable nature of the new library. So, what else can I tell you about here? The circulation desk. Let me see, I'm checking my little. Oh, yes, so in the back of our library, you'll notice these wonderful windows. We have windows to the courtyard back there, which is a little used, the courtyard, mainly because no one really knows how to get out to the courtyard. There is a door back in our high school corner that's kind of hidden by these tall stacks, not very accessible, and it's just not very much utilized because it's little known. You'll also notice that we can't pull our shades up all the way to the top because of just the nature of the shades. So it's a pretty static environment in here. It's what you see is what you get. It's not very 21st century. It's not very conducive to 21st century learning or our upcoming BYOD initiative. So it would just be a big win-win situation if we get to transform this library into a learning commons.